All right, so the next takedown we're gonna do is called a Bodylock takedown. And our last thing is a scoop single, so it's a single leg takedown. You shoot double leg takedowns also, but I feel like the Bodylock takedown is like a good intro to the double leg, right? A lot of the time when I'm entering my Bodylock takedown, I enter it the same way as a double leg. And if the person gives me the Bodylock, I'm gonna take the Bodylock 100% of the time because it's safer and it's higher percentage. So I mean, it's safer for me. I'm less likely to get submitted. I'm less likely to fall hard. And it has a higher finishing percentage if you can get it. So ideally, if you can get the Bodylock instead of the double, there's no reason not to take the Bodylock. So I could teach this first, just like the scoop single. There's all sorts of fancy ways to get single leg takedowns. But if the person allows you to get the scoop single, which they often do, take the scoop single. If the person, there's all sorts of fancy ways to get to Bodylock throws and get double leg takedowns. But if the person just gives you a standard Bodylock, take it. You're gonna get the takedown pretty much all the time. So I have Dan, we're in the same grip. We're starting the same neutral grip as we did the single leg. So we have collars and sleeves right here. Again, I'm in my standard jiu-jitsu stance right here. So what I'm gonna do is, as Dan, grab a little higher on my arm. It's like pretty standard, right? We're both sort of at our elbows right here. We're at the collars, we're at the elbows. From right here, as I open my arm like this, I'm gonna duck myself down, I'm gonna shuffle in, I'm gonna grab my underhook, right? So I grab my underhook in the single leg video also. So this time when I grab my underhook, instead of dropping down to the legs, I'm gonna reach around his body. So I call it Bodylock takedown, right? I'm still gonna have my ear against his body, and then we're just gonna do some footwork and some hip work in order to just flatten the guy out. So we're right here, so bam, we've opened it, we stepped ourselves in. My hands are gonna get locked on the opposite side of Dan, like this, like a cable grip. So my ears on his chest, my hands around his body. So now that I have his body locked, I'm gonna get my hips in, and then I'm going to pick my hips up and push them with my head as I pull my arms in. So my arms are gonna pull in while my hips are gonna get in, pull my arms in, push my head, lift my hips. I'm just gonna cause him to basically, his center of gravity is gonna go behind his feet, and I'm gonna push down with my head and finish the takedown. So we're right here. I have my hands clasped, I have my hips in, my head against his chest, pull in with my hands, walk him backwards, just walk the person backwards. Bodylock takedown. It's literally just a Bodylock. You put pressure on the guy's chest, you bring his hips in, so his hips are in, his chest is backwards, and eventually the guy's just gonna fall backwards. So let's do one on the opposite side. So here we are, bam, open, step, waist lock, hands waist locked around his waist. From right here, heads in, hips in, arms in, hips up and head down. Just walk them down. Give your Bodylock takedown right there. So let's do one more let's do it from this position so they can see the lock behind the back. So we're right here, boom, open it up, step in, hand comes around the waist, other hand connects just above the waist, ear against the chest, hips are close, hips are down, arms are in, walk the guy down, take him over center of gravity, Bodylock takedown. Anytime somebody gives you that ear to the chest, hands around the waist, all you gotta do, step in, duck, pull in, push them over, takedown is almost 100%.